Hello again. I dare say that many viewers will remember that Tony Blair's wife was a devout Catholic, and that when he was Prime Minister, he used to worship regularly at a Catholic church and even took communion there. After he resigned, he formally converted and became a Catholic. I am wondering if something similar might be going on with Keir Starmer. Not everybody realises that there are actually two types of Jew in the world, namely those who were born of a Jewish mother and those who have converted in the prescribed fashion. In theory at least, there is no distinction between the two. Victoria Starmer's mother was a convert, and it is for this reason that she herself is recognised to be Jewish as the daughter of a Jewish woman. Keir Starmer and his wife are members of the St John's Wood Liberal Synagogue, where they worship regularly, or used to when they lived together. I've mentioned before that Starmer's wife and children have not been seen at number 10 Downing Street for quite some time. He is, however, keeping up with religious observance, and at the weekend he and his wife attended Kiddush at an Orthodox synagogue in South Hampstead. In the description to this video I give links to information both about this and also his membership of the Liberal place where he worships regularly. Now, I may be mistaken, but it seems to me that Keir Starmer spends more time hanging around synagogues than can be readily explained by the fact that his wife is so devout. Membership of and worship at one place, perhaps, but he does seem to make a habit of being in various synagogues, more so I fancy than can be explained simply by his being MP in an area where many Jews live. After all, Diane Abbott's constituency includes Stamford Hill, but you don't see her popping up at Orthodox places at every touch and turn. The thumbnail to this video shows him at yet another synagogue, that in Belsize Square. I might mention that I have something of an interest in conversions of this kind. My first wife was an Orthodox convert, and this was the devil of a business and took years to accomplish. I had some dealings with the matter too when I lived in Israel. Not only are converts to Judaism not actively encouraged, they are often viewed a little askance. Frequently, conversion is undertaken in order to marry an observant Jew, which is what happened in the case of Victoria Starmer's mother, Barbara. Her husband's family, though, were by all accounts not inclined to accept her as being properly Jewish, which makes me suspect that perhaps her conversion was not an orthodox one. Judging by the fact that Keir Starmer has, at least according to the newsletter from the Orthodox place in South Hampstead, been associated in some way with the rabbi there for 5 years or more, in addition, as I say, to attending services every week at the place in St John's Wood, I'm guessing that his interest in Judaism is more than just following his wife's lead. I would not be surprised to hear that he is actually taking instruction. Of course, I might be wrong about all this. It would be by no means the first time that I had misinterpreted the situation. Since becoming a Jew is not like getting married or something where there is often a public declaration, then we might never know anyway if Keir Starmer does take this step. If this final move were to be taken in the next year or so, then there is one way that we are sure to hear of it. The next Archbishop of Canterbury will not be announced before summer 2025. The name is forwarded to the Prime Minister traditionally, who then recommends that the monarch appoints this or that person. However, the law is very clear that a Catholic or Jewish Prime Minister cannot undertake this recommendation. If next year we see Starmer not handling the recommendation to the sovereign, then we could be pretty sure that this is the reason.